Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. Gilles Mancillon. I'm an artist and spiritualist. I come to here to discuss the spiritual ascension path, to offer guidance and advices for those who choose to participate in this ascension process. For it is very important to be strong, to be focused on yourself, on what you want, and not to pay attention to all the media circus that is going on. There's all kinds of messages with spectacular title that announce all kinds of catastrophes, all kinds of fear-based, whether it's media, it's government, or all those things. It's like, be careful not to go into that, and not to because as you go into it, well, do whatever we want, but it lowers the frequency. They know that's why they're bombarding the airwaves with those negative energy. And as God uses the positive and the negative, the high and the low, the pure and the impure. Everything is used by the Creator to educate the souls in the universe, but in the Creator, when he uses darkness, he uses with the infinite knowledge of the omniscient. So he uses it with them. But as ascending consciousness, when we try to study darkness or evil, we are studied by it. We fell into it. We first need, like the Buddha explained, to find the lucidity, the point of the point of freedom, and we're moving towards Wesak. I will be in Wesak from the 15th to the 18th, probably. Not physically, but my consciousness will be stable there. As the Buddha comes in, it's in the Himalaya Valley. So I hope to see you there. Just merge with the one light of the golden light of the Buddha there. For the Buddha, if the knowledge of all the teachings of the Buddha would have spread throughout the world and would have been saved, there would have been impossible for religion to even exist, because freedom would have been experienced. But it wasn't the time, and some of the teachings were hidden, and so but still enough remained so we can really find wisdom through that. The enlightenment, about enlightenment. I'm going to pull a few cards, few oracles for the day, and discuss a few more ideas. It's not bad. We have good oracles. The past is creation, is the globe of creation is returning, the self-responsibility of our creation. We're really moving towards that, and now we're in the step of clairvoyance. So there is a great deal of more light that is coming in, and what is the future will be more of the intuition. What we're working on now is the enthusiasm, because we know that what's coming is really wonderful, and the outcome will be wealth. I will let you interpret that. It's pretty easy to interpret. So just continue to be strong, focus on yourself, on what you know is good for you. For it's I wanted to just because the drama has to be. There is this great drama that is going on, but we don't want to be implicated. It's better to stay within the position of oneness and light, rather than be an actor in the drama. For it's all about unity and love, and even in romantic relationship, we do not want to do it because we need. We want to do it because it is our choice to do it, because all relationship, it's all about completing all karmic. Past life. So when a relationship is over, usually it's over, you can decide to stay together because of love, or to move on. But we have to remove ourselves from codependent relationships and move into interdependent relationship. Follow your feeling, your intuition, pay attention to the signs, what life is sending. And so there is a frequency that this frequency of love and unity is the frequency that unites and connects all of the universe of universes. And so it's like recognize yourself as a fractal consciousness rather than a physical body. Is a fractal that can move from that your consciousness can travel throughout any dimension. And this is going to be great for the truth of the multidimensional universe is so vast that but follow the guidance. You can always ask for your angels or guides to guide you. They'll know what's appropriate when you need. Otherwise, just follow your heart. For in the universe of universes, there are countless separation and limitation and frontiers and barriers, and everything is created for the evolution of each individual and the whole. For God is a controller. He's only limited by will. So if things are the way they are, it's because God has decided to make it so. So it's about accepting. And first thing is accepting. For it's all an experience, and we're all children of God, learning, growing, evolving together. And the law of evolution is all inclusive, that even those who are fighting against the love or against the light are part of that law. And but you don't have to wait for anyone, just as the universal law does not wait for when it's time for great evolutionary shift. There is some that are there is the universal act, and so it's like what's called judgment or whatever. It's just but it's very important that we understand that we have enough time that is given to each and every one of us during this transition time to make the right choice. For the power of making the right choice is very important. And also we have to redefine the context of how we for anything in life. We can say, well, I appreciate your opinions, but I do not share it. I have another vision of things, and then you can express your point of view. So it's not about conflicting with anything. It's just offering to, because a lot of essentially it's like moving from the grips of karma and the samsara and the entrapment, the suffering. Accepting the suffering is the first noble truth of the Buddha, and to turn the wheel to the wheel of Dharma, to activate the wheel of Dharma, so you can towards the freedom and because the first thing is to accept that life is suffering. The second thing, the second truth, is to identify the cause of suffering, which is desires, and the third is to find a way to put an end to suffering, the nirvana, and then. But how do we do that? Is through the fourth law, and the right view, the right efforts, the right meditation, the right action, the right thoughts, the right livelihood, the right. I think that's the right conduct. So it's the middle way. It's also what Lao Tzu told. Because imagine that there were certain masters, like very well known, like Lao Tzu, like Buddha, like the Christ, like Muhammad. The four masters, let's say those four masters, it's like the power they had to change the world. Imagine now there are thousands, millions of beings that are ascending to the mastery level. How fast the world will change. For the Christ the return of the Christ is from within. But it has to be about finding calm and inner peace, and to continue to cultivate kindness and compassion. For Plato explained that that pleasure is obtained through the vices, and it's very pleasurable, but it's very short-lived. When happiness is achieved through the practice of virtue, and it lasts long. For the Buddha, he even said that we do not seek nor happiness nor pleasure, then you're serene. And happiness comes naturally, as well as pleasure. For there is much higher pleasures that we'll discover in terms of how our body functions. For on a higher plane, the more we ascend, the more our physical, the experience of what the experience that we have is pleasurable, and their vision expensive. I'll pull a few cards with the Akash to see in terms of memory. The highest wisdom is to understand this biblical. We live in biblical time. It's the end of time. For the end of time, you will emerge into a realm of eternity, to be in the oneness of the fifth dimension. For any time you feel content and you feel you have no desire or anything to agitate you are in the fifth dimension already, although it's not fully integrated. But this is really basically what it is. In the fourth dimension, we search. In the fifth dimension, we found, and as soon as we know that we found that connection to the light, all things can be revealed within that. What we need to understand is the baby, is the renaissance, is the rebirth, is the transformation. I know I'm going to change, it's about changing skin also. What needs to be done is the forgiveness. Continue to cultivate forgiveness. Forgiveness shall set you free, just as the truth will set you free. And the outcome is the figure of authority. To become a figure of authority, to renounce any external authority outside of your own sovereign self. For that's basically what I wanted to come and talk about. I think for it's like those eight ways of righteous. The right way, the proper view, the proper action, the proper. It's like spoke of a wheel. Once they're all set up and all is aligned with the righteousness, the alignment with the truth, then the wheel turns, and the Dharma, the wheel of Dharma, there is the ascension process. So I thank you very much for your support. I thank you very much for holding the light, for continuing to enjoy your life. The more joy we can communicate in the world, the faster things will manifest. But in the meantime, we are enjoying that. So And thank you for everything. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a funny song. It's about a relationship that kind of like didn't work before, but now it works because she's under my thumb. It's a funny song because like the song of the Rolling Stone goes like this. Under my thumb, the girl who once had me down. Under my thumb, the girl who once pushed me around. It's down to me, the difference in the clothes she wears down to me. The change has come, she's under my thumb. Under my thumb, it's a screaming dog who just had a day. Under my thumb, the girl had just changed the way. It's down to me, the way she does just what she's told down to me. Change has come, she's under my thumb. Under my thumb is a Siamese cat of a girl. Under my thumb, she's the sweetest pet in the world. It's down to me, the way she talks when she's spoken to, down to me. Change has come, she's under my thumb. It's down to me, the way she talk when she's spoken to, down to me. Change has come, she's under my thumb. Under my thumb, her eyes are just kept to herself. Under my thumb, well, I can still look at someone else. It's down to me, oh yes it is. The way she talk when she's spoken to, down to me. Change has come, she's under my thumb. Funny song, the Rolling Stones. I don't know why it went through my mind this morning, last night. Under my thumb. They created systems of relationship where women feel they have to compete with men, but in truth, women and men are complementary, but they have their position where harmony can be found. It's like not in a competition for domination. For there is Confucius who explained the fundamental principles of relationships between father and son, husband and wife, and king and ruler and servant. So but Confucius quite the best way to study this path of wisdom. Also, another way, but there is all the sutra, the Buddhist sutra, is the I Ching. The I Ching is a very ancient book of wisdom. I recommend it wholeheartedly. I've studied it for many years. Before even it was the first book that led me into the spiritual ascension path. And so the card of the day is the celebration card. It's the Three of Raphael. You have so many reasons to party. A community of friends, good news about a relation or children. So it's all about celebration, joy, anticipation of fun time, this boat that's gonna it's all about joy and sharing and feeling good and preparing ourselves, preparing ourselves to be in this mode of celebration, of gratitude for life. For as we move into, when gratitude become dominant, then we become a powerful magnet for those things we are grateful for. So do find even little thing for what you're grateful for, and continue to cultivate that connection to kindness, to self-love, to compassion. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later at the night.